Hello, it's Christy, and I'm going to read on this holy weekend of what we call Easter, which really isn't Easter. We're going to read the what is it? Hold on. Wind and
Eek,
Eek. Yes, the Nawal governs communication and change, and today it is combined with the number wholeness, the number 8, which could also mean infinity, but this time we're talking about wholeness. The words of the young combined with those of the old to bring the complete message. Yes, keep your eye on Ashtar. It's much more interesting. The 8th day of the Trecena is the most widely recognized day of ceremony. And the ceremonies today are to give thanks for the many qualities attributed to Nawal Ik. First and foremost, they are the breath of life. We're talking wind. So, what did you do when you were born? You take your first breath of life. As this wind fills our lungs, we live and we move. The continual change from inhale to exhale, representing life itself. In some ways, we can see life as a constant state of change, and when change stops, so does life. We live for change. Change is good, change is bad, but change is. Here's some change right now. The Nawal Ik, which breathes life into us, therefore, in many ways, a celebration of Nawal Ik is a celebration of life itself. It is also a day to recognize what the passing of the breath of life through our throats brings. So work on the throat chakra today. Like me. Each days are wordy days, days to receive and transmit messages, especially when they are of deeper meaning. These are days when your words are empowered by divine breath. Sometimes you might even recognize the words you utter. You might even. Sometimes you might not even recognize the words you utter. They are messages for others, not from you, but through you. You can be a channel. We are a vessel. We are a witness through God in our healing. We don't do the therapies and the healing. It is through God that you are healed. It can also be a day where challenging subjects that need to be discussed can be communicated in such a way that the point gets across without conflict. Changes might happen, but they happen with a particular grace and ease to help to embrace life rather than turn it upside down. We're waiting for some big news to turn things upside down. That would be awesome. But it may not happen. But if it does, it'll be embraced. So this is what you need to do. Changes might happen, but they may happen with particular grace and ease. Help embrace life rather than turn it upside down. The effect of these changes will wholly depend on your attitude towards them. And Carlos always says it's a day to watch your words, because the wind can carry them into many different directions and have many different meanings. So something that we're learning is to center ourselves, breathe deeply 3 times, and breathe into Creator, breathe down to Gaia, breathe from Gaia to your heart space, connect, and then spread your light. So that's one of the ways. And then circular breathing is breathing in your nose and out your nose. And you get a sense of a higher dimension, and you can receive messages that way too. We are really hoping to have a good appearance of people that will come to our intuitive therapy session happening this Tuesday to about 6:30 or 7. And it's by donation. It's at Casa Aurora. That's where our studio is, on the 2nd floor. We would love to see you. And we have art for sale. We have crystals. We have jewelry. We have sketches. And we can do commissioned art as well. So please like, comment, share, and follow. And we hope to see you tomorrow on Easter Sunday. Ciao pues. Love and light. And now, more on this subject from Carlos.
Hi, I am Carlos, and I want to talk more about the difference of the calendars. The Gregorian calendar, which we all celebrate Easter and other things is a defunct calendar because it was never a good intention calendar. It was made out of the intention that everybody is going to know when to pay taxes to the Pope, because the Pope wanted to be in charge of the entire world. It was not because he so loved the world that he sacrificed everything for the world. No, this is the Pope we're talking about. And he ran armies and states, and he sent out his conquering vessels to just make the claim for everything in the world. And some say it was the Spanish church was just another branch of the Pope's church. Anyhow, this gentleman on the TV screen, if you don't know who that is Mr. Bill Hicks. He was one of the great communicators of our time. He died way too soon from smoking cancer. It's pancreatic cancer, I think. But there was probably more to it because he was
Self-imposed.
speaking too much truth, and he never had a Hollywood contract. He did appear on David Letterman several times. His last appearance on David Letterman was edited out of the show because he was talking about abortion. And anyway, it was probably something
9/11.
he shouldn't have talked about for any kind of audience on television, because there's too many divisions on what
His mother was on David Letterman, remember?
after
Yeah,
he
that was
passed away.
interesting.
So anyhow, in this particular video behind me, it's Austin Public Access Television interview. He shows the attack at Waco, shows the video of the tank actually poking its fiery and in one of the windows and blasting in fire. And of course the government says, you didn't see that. Nobody saw that. It was done.
They wouldn't dare
from,
shoot into
David
the
Koresh
compound.
Did it.
Mm-hmm.
So everybody knows that, right? Everybody knows that.
Says Schumer and Biden, right?
Chuck Schumer and Joe Biden were in charge of the congressional investigation, and they persistently said things like the FBI would never shoot into the compound while watching a high-def video taken by a helicopter above the compound of FBI agents shooting the innocent people trying to run out the back door when the fire started. So
there are
it's
some
amazing.
survivors, which is interesting.
Well, the point is that with a day like today, eek, the wind, it's time to communicate the truth. Don't expect riches from communicating the truth. The truth has been highly suppressed, and even in today's modern times, you know, it's the simple things like the list of names of people who are on board a certain airplane to a certain island. You know, they don't want to let that out. Who was it? They don't. It's a list of names. It's already been written out, but it keeps hidden because those people with those names are in control of things like government and media and the brainwash machine called CIA.
I wonder if the Branch Davidian attack was about the children, now that we know.
You know, that children thing. Everybody, what do you think about when we say Branch Davidian Waco, right? You think cult, right? You think the word cult, they came out of that first. This is a cult. This guy, David Koresh, is running a cult.
You think illegal weapons, and you think polygamy.
Lady, may I speak?
Yes, you may. I've already had my turn. But you know how I feel about this.
Anyway, don't get all emotional.
Arr.
That's the trick.
That's the wind.
That's how they catch you in their stories. They want you to feel emotional about it. whether you believe it or not, believe it. And once you've got their meat hooks and your emotions, and you're cooked, whether you're pro or con or whatever. Thank you. We've had enough of this nonsense from this one man down here. I'm a dancer.
Tell us
I
what
love
you
to
think.
dance.
It's a serious subject,
This
so
is
we
a
got to
serious
insert
subject.
humor.
You better shut up, sit down, and pay attention right now, because I'm going to dance for you. I'm going to dance to the story of the Branch Davidians. There was a guy with a bunch of guns and a bunch of women, and all the ATF people got jealous of him and wanted to take him down. And so they formed a cult called the Khazarian Mafia, and they ran the FBI, CIA, ATF, and all these other three-letter alphabets that are going down the drain today. Now, it's time for you to hush and listen to my dancing, because I'm telling you something important. That calendar, that day, today, April 19th and April 20th, depending which day the full moon rises or something. It's something, I don't know. I don't know how they calculate Easter, but it has something to do with the moon. And
Which at least
the
they...
death of the Son of God.
Yeah.
Right? Why does it fall on different
Could
days?
have been his birthday. Ow, boy.
Got my nose.
Owie.
Scratch my nose.
Serves you right.
I need to keep dancing.
This could be Jesus' actual birth.
No, sweethearts, don't throw anything. I'm talking.
Okay, sorry.
Jesus. Okay. So my Facebook is Honey Taco, right? I love when Facebook says, "What's on your mind, honey?" And Google says that too. What do you do today, honey? What are you going to do today, honey? Right, honey? I'm going to play with my cat dancing about Waco, because it's April 19th on the Gregorian calendar, which is a satanic calendar, not a Christian calendar, because these cult days fall on different days based on the moon. And anyway, all these pagan holidays are switched, and they just throw Jesus' face on there, and you think it's a Christian holiday, but it is not. It is a pagan holiday. Okay, and this has only been since the 1500s, apparently. And it's not about the Easter Bunny, it's about the Easter cat. I'm the Easter cat, and I'm telling you that y'all go and find my turds in the litter box, because those are your eggs, and you're going to eat my chocolate eggs that are my turds in the litter box that Mama scooped out this morning. Right? Those are my dance cue.
Put him
I just
down.
love to dance. I just love to
Gonna
dance.
throw up all over
So
you.
there's another, okay, I told you about my Facebook page. Go to Honey Taco on Facebook and scroll down till you see the Waco Rules of Engagement. There you will see Chuck Schumer and Joe Biden enforcing the lie, saying they cannot possibly have been shooting the innocent people inside of that compound. They cannot, FBI would never do that. FBI would never do that. FBI would never do it. And they did that while watching high definition video of them doing it. And this guy say, nobody believes the story of these little girl that said she was raped by David Koresh. That's nonsense. Nobody believes it. And Chuck Schumer says, everybody believes that story. Everybody knows that's the truth.
Because I wrote those
Because
words.
he wrote the stupid story for the little girl to read. Anyway, so somebody's tired of dancing. So goodbye.